does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man.
Welcome back, True Believers. My name is Anger Banjo. We are jumping right back into Marvel's Spider-Man, the Game of the Year version. Of course, we're skipping the DLC, and we're doing New Game Plus here. And it looks like we're going to have a major story segment here today. This is, do you remember a couple episodes ago? Jefferson Davis, the hero cop, saves Spider-Man. And now it looks like Jefferson Davis is going to be honored at a Osborn campaign rally here.
A superhero. Or maybe I'm just a guy who doesn't give up.
So we're going to get a really cool... I like how they actually do keep accurate with Miles' character and Miles' family in the comics versus the game, as well as the cinematic universe that he's in, too. If you've seen it in the Spider-Verse, they're very accurate, very respectful of that.
Mayor Osborn, I'd just like to say a few words.
So?
I think this gang war may finally be over.
Like over?
I mean, there's some loose ends still to be tied up, but...
Loose ends.
I love how Peter thinks that we're pretty much done with the game here.
From a company called
Even though,
Shipping.
you know, I think we're maybe about a third of the way through the game. Maybe almost halfway through based on the story.
Yeah.
The story and everything we've completed so far. I'm not entirely sure.
Couldn't have said it better myself, but I'll try. We all know that Officer Davis is a hero.
But, instead of coffee, maybe we could have dinner instead.
I like how Peter is trying to say, hey, how about I stay at your place? I need a place to
completely normal meal.
to stay now that I'm homeless.
For acts of extraordinary bravery, above and beyond the call of duty, it is my privilege to present Officer Jefferson Davis.
Now, we wouldn't be seeing something like this happening in today's current climate here.
Kind of in the middle of something here, Jim.
Sounds urgent.
I know I don't want to get political here, but it just feels like this is not something we'll actually see anytime soon. And needless to say, we're going to leave it at that. So here we go. He's getting the award, and it happens to be coinciding with the campaign rally.
I share this honor with my family,
Awkward speech here.
my wife Rio, and my son Miles. Without their support, I couldn't do what I do.
Yes?
I've worked many years for this moment.
Who is this?
Over the coming days, your company, your city, and everything you care about will be destroyed.
Oh, snap. I think we recognize this voice here. I'm pretty sure I know who this voice is. I mean, I do know because I played the game before. But I'm pretty sure you guys recognize the voice here.
To watch you suffer.
Well, that's kind of threatening. No way is saying anything like, to watch you suffer, not considered a threat. Let's see what's going to happen here. They're going to escort Osborn out. Spider sense is tingling now, and... Okay. This is different. We haven't seen this before. And look who it is. I'm sure you guys caught that. I hope you did. If not, you'll see in a few moments, maybe a few minutes. Oh, God! Holy cow, I forgot about that. And once again, Jefferson Davis is a hero cop! Snap! And Peter's dead. Game over. We beat the game. Game's over, guys. We don't have to play anymore. It's done, see? Done. Fade to black. Just kidding. Just kidding. Well, this got really dark really fast.
Are you okay?
From this point of the game, guys, the game's going to be bleak like this. It's not going to remain all sunshine and candy. It just got dark, and it's going to stay dark, and there's going to be a lot of interesting changes we're going to get throughout the game. And it actually makes a really interesting dichotomy between the first portion of the game and then the next portion of the game, because we reach that point like near the top of the mountain, kind of where shit gets real and everything gets bad. when the world just kind of falls apart and we get to that point where we're going down that hill, everything's getting worse, and we gotta start working towards making it better.
Can you hear me, baby? Can you hear me?
And Peter's pretty much dead. Mary Jane might realize that she actually does still love him. And at this point in the game now, we're going to switch over here to playing as Miles for a few minutes here for this next portion. Probably for the rest of this video, we're going to be Miles. And the thing about this is, Miles right now, and most of Miles' gameplay is very similar to Mary Jane here. And we're going to see that in a couple seconds here. Now that we're taking control.
Mom!
We're going to step over Peter here. And right now we got to find our mom and our dad as Miles. Miles is a bit better as a character controlling and playing than Mary Jane, because Mary Jane's 100% sneaking around. Miles actually could do some more maneuvers we're about to see here. And as we know, Miles Morales Spider-Man comes out in a few months. Or it's already out, depending on when this is recorded. The PlayStation 5 is not out. We don't even have a release date when I record this. Now, I don't know if we're playing Miles Morales now. We'll probably try to record that, play that for you guys too here on the channel. Now we got help here, do a quick time event. And nope.
Damn it!
So we're gonna get to see here a brief moment. Miles is gonna be a little bit resourceful. He's a very smart kid. If you read the comics, Miles Morales is actually one of the best characters I think in the Marvel comics right now. I think he really has a bright future as a character throughout the series. He's smart. He's actually, I get a lot of really good. I can't think of the word I'm trying to say, but I think he's going to be a really positive character for Marvel for the next 15, 20 years, or however long they choose to keep him. Even though the creator of Miles is overwritten for DC. Curse you, Brian Michael Bendis.
Alright, Liza, I have to go find Dad, okay?
No, wait. Miles, no. Miles, no.
So we're going to go find his dad here. Now, I didn't read the origin story for Miles Morales in the Ultimate Universe where he was created, so I don't know if he has this like tragic upbringing.
I know it.
But I know in Earth 616, which is the main line continuity where Miles is now, he has a happy family, so he doesn't have as tragic of a backstory as Peter Parker. But it's still a really good character because he has to deal with different. I don't want to say different situations because he is totally different than Peter Parker. And he has to handle things differently than Peter Parker. And it's a really interesting dichotomy between all the different Spider Peoples. Because a lot of them are the same to an extent, and Miles is different, and Miles gives you a different perspective as a comic book reader. So we're going to crawl through this car right now. This was a cutscene, that part here we stop. We can't like not stop here. So we're going to keep crawling through. And that was a little bit of a jump scare there. Not really a scare, it's a shock. And what's cool is, I remember when this game came out in 2018, I played this, and then I was like, oh man, I don't know what to play. I got some time before Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out. Dragon Quest 11 just came out, and I said, let's try Dragon Quest 11. Actually, I finished this right around when Red Dead came out, and I bought Red Dead, and the wife hated it, so she bought me Dragon Quest instead. So that seems like a fair trade-off, because I love Dragon Quest. So we gotta be a little stealthy here. And right now, this is kind of like a Mary Jane mission right now, because we really can't do anything. Miles gets some unique, I don't want to say abilities and skills, but Mary Jane does as well to an extent. And we gotta be really careful, don't look down. I got a little bit of a fear of heights, you know, and this kind of makes me feel a little uncomfortable, because like, I don't think I could do that. I'm a little big, I'm chunky. I don't think I could easily do that, so here we go. Shoot. Are we supposed to jump over? I think we're supposed to, yep, okay. So we're supposed to jump over here, and our dad was somewhere around here, and let's see if we're gonna mess this up here.
Gotta help him.
Okay, so there we go. The game's telling us where we need to go. Gotta wait. I don't know how these guys are picking up on me kicking these chairs lately, so we're gonna... Usually in a game when we get to this checkpoint, all the other things around here get... Nope. Okay, this is a cutscene. Okay. Alright, there we go. Kick to the gut. And of course they're gonna try to kill me, because that makes sense.
No! Enough! We have to leave. Now!
And there we go. There's the big reveal, guys. Martin Lee is the big bad guy right now. Mr. Negative, if you're familiar with the comics, he channels people's negative emotions and thoughts and kind of uses it against them. I don't know if they actually called it Mr. Negative yet, but I'm just giving you guys that little information there, because if we haven't seen it already, we kind of are with the different colors where they kind of make them black and white.
Dad, no!
Poor Miles, losing a parent. And once again, they're giving him a very Peter Parker-like origin story. So we'll see how that translates when we get our hands on Miles Morales on the PlayStation 5. And if Miles Morales is anything as good as this one, as good as PlayStation 4 Spider-Man here, I think it's going to be a gem. And I think we're going to be looking at a very quality title and a franchise that could essentially continue. I don't want to say every other year they do a Miles Morales game, they do a Peter Parker game. They could really create a universe of Spider-Man games, and I would be totally okay with doing Ghost Spider, Spider-Woman, Silk. All these characters are rich. So we're getting the cop funeral here for Jefferson Davis now. And it's really heartbreaking. They do it really well. And with the character animations, finally, they're actually able to really show a lot of emotions. And Osborn is a little cold, but that's Norman Osborn for you. It's always been his character. I said this before. I would like to see the deep fake footage that people made with Willem Dafoe as Norman Osborn, and they had like all the characters from the Raimi movies, since this does feel like a Raimi movie game superimposed there. But I don't know. I think it looked cool and at the same time terrifying.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Do I know you?
I'm Peter Parker. I was at City Hall when... Look, I know you don't know me, but I just wanted to say...
I know what you're going through. That's what you were gonna say, right? Or it all gets easier with time. Or don't worry. It's part of God's plan.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to help.
And this is a normal reaction, I think, for anybody here that Miles is having with Peter, because you just lost your dad. He doesn't realize that Peter has actually been through it. Peter is really trying to be sincere, and you don't really get it when you lose someone like that, someone close to you. It really is upsetting, and it really gives you a different look at Miles and allows you to see what Peter sees in him. So it looks like we're going to finish this cutscene. We're going to take control over Spider-Man in a minute. The world's going to be a little different. It's going to be darker. It's going to be more gray. This is a long load scene. Here we go. So guys, this was a good place for us to call it a break. My name has been Anger Banjo. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe.
Is he strong? Listen, bud. He's got radioactive blood. Can he swing from a thread? Take a look overhead. Hey there goes a Spider-Man. In the chill of night, at the scene of a crime, like a streak of light, he arrives just in time. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Wealth and fame, he's ignored. Action is his reward to him. Life is a great big bang. Wherever there's a hang, you'll find a Spider-Man.